Alright, so I just picked up my stainless steel 1911 Springfield loaded from the gun shop. I'm about to head to the range in about 20 minutes, so I wanted to go ahead and throw up a quick unboxing kind of and go over the gun real quick. Pretty much this is the case it comes with. It either comes with the gray that you see here, or it has a bright blue case. They're both quality cases. Hard plastic with good foam insert cutouts on the inside. A lot of people compare them to Pelican cases. I don't have or have ever used a Pelican case, so I can't really comment on that one. But I prefer the gray because the blue is a little bit out there. It stands out a little bit more. This is a little more discreet. Looks cleaner in my opinion. We'll go ahead and open it up. Again, it's a quality case. The other difference between the blue and the black case is the black case. Another reason why I prefer it is because the black case has everything on the floor and the paperwork on top. The blue case actually has the magazine pouch and the gun holster up on top on a separate cutout. But pretty much this one just comes with your two magazines with your two cutouts, your 1911 with a solid cutout, your cleaning rod with its own cutout, your magazine pouch or your magazine holster with its own cutout, and then your gun holster cutout. Another reason why I prefer this one, as far as I know, the blue one does not have this. It has a square cutout. I'm not exactly sure what that would be for. And it also has a third magazine cutout with a foam insert, so you can just go ahead and take that out once you purchase your third magazine. That way it's not floating around in your gun bag or just tossed in here. It actually has a place to go. I kind of thought that was a cool feature. Up top is just your basic paperwork and your Springfield coupon. I know there's other videos that have that can go over that, but I'm going to focus on the pistol for right now. I'll go ahead and take a mag out for the sake of the video. Again, it's just your standard Springfield loaded 1911. These are just your standard Springfield magazines. They feed okay, but they do get hung up sometimes when loading because they don't have a anti-tilt feature. But other than that, they're supposed to feed reliably and just fine. What makes this a 1911 loaded is you have your combat slide serrations. Let me focus up on that. There, hopefully it comes through. You have your combat slide serrations. You have your skeletonized trigger. You have your flared mag or ejection port. You have your combat 3-dot sights. You have a skeletonized trigger. You have the ambidextrous safety, skeleton competition hammer. You have the memory bump on top of your beaver tail safety. You also have a slightly flared out magwell. Comes with the Coca-Cola wood grips. I'm not sure if Coca-Cola is a good wood or not, but it does come with those grips. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be about it. There is no front checkering. It's a lot of people don't like it. I personally don't need it. If it came with it, I guess I'd like it, but it's not a make or break for me. A lot of guys complain that it's too aggressive. I don't even notice it, or when it's there or not there. But yeah, that's pretty much what makes this a loaded, pretty much. This is a NM serial number, which means it was made in Illinois in the United States. At least more than 50% of it was made there to be able to stamp it as American made. They also do have a N serial number, which means that most of it was actually produced and made in Brazil. I talked to Springfield. They said that is not the case anymore. They said that was just to help out with the gun crisis. They had to have them help out with the supply and demand. Since we're talking about the features, there is almost a exact twin. I call it more of a cousin of the Springfield loaded. It's called the Range Officer. The only difference between this and the Range Officer is, again, this has the combat slide serrations. The Range Officer is more of a target oriented gun. This one's more for combat and carry. This one has the thicker combat serrations, which have a little bit more grip, kind of grip on a little better. The other one has the pencil grip. Doesn't offer as much grip, but it's still serrations. Also, it doesn't have the 3-dot sights. It has the target sights, which are adjustable. I wasn't really a fan of those. The main plus of a loaded or a range officer is it has a competition barrel and bushing, and it has better attention to detail with the slide, frame fit, and the fitting of the barrel and bushing. Not by much, because as you can tell, this has absolutely no wobble. The only wobble you will hear is from this. The only reason why that has a little bit of wobble is so it's loose to give the least amount of friction to just go ahead and go in. Another thing too is because this has the ambidextrous safety, it is very audible. Sorry. As you can tell, it's a very tight fit. I'll go ahead and focus in on that. You can see the slide to frame fit. It's not phenomenal, but it's a good slide to frame fit. The loaded comes with the ambidextrous safety. The range officer does not. The range officer only has the one-sided extended safety. Comes with the skeletonized hammer, skeletonized trigger, just as this one does. Flared out magazine well. Both comes in stainless and parkerized. But again, the only difference really is it does not have the combat cuts. It has the more of a target pencil cuts and a competition barrel and different sights and competition bushing. Other than that, it's pretty much the same thing as this. Another thing too, I was under the impression that all loadeds came with night sights, but what I found out is the stainless steel models only come with the traditional 3-dot sight combat sights. These are Novak sights, but they are not night sights. The parkerized model is actually the only one that comes in the with the night sights. I was gonna get a parkerized version, but after feeling this and the parkerized version at the gun shop, the parkerized finish is subpar in my opinion. I hate flashy guns, I hate shiny guns, but in videos this looks like another flashy shiny gun, but in person it's actually not that bad. It's a very clean looking pistol. It is slightly polished on the sides. On the top is matte. Also underneath, right where the bushing is, and inside the groove cuts is also matte. Where the front grip is also a matte, and so is the beaver tail safety. It does have a little bit of polish, or I guess a mirror finish. The slide release and the safety is slightly polished, but again, it's not a mirror finish. It's just like a stainless steel look. But again, it looks very clean in person. I hate flashy stainless steel guns, but this is actually it wasn't that bad in person, and I didn't feel like waiting for the parkerized. And if I was gonna get the parkerized, I was actually just going to get it redone with the Army coat that they have, or actually the hard hat coat by another gunsmith that does his own rough coating, I guess. But I ended up going with the stainless because my gun store had it, and actually it ended up growing on me. After I kind of fondled it and saw what it looked like in person, I was really impressed, and yeah, I'm happy with it. So pretty much this is the Springfield loaded stainless steel version. Again, on camera it looks a lot shinier than what it is in person. It's not that shiny. It's a really well made gun, very tight fit. Again, nothing in here wobbles. I ended up picking up a Colt at the same time I was in the gun store right before I purchased this, because I figured Colt was the 1911 to be. I didn't know they were loosely made. It's not a bad thing, but Colts are made with a lot loose tolerance when it comes to frame to slide fit. It doesn't mean it's a bad 1911, but personally I like the feel and what my use is going to be for 1911s to be as tight as possible. because pretty much this is just going to be my safe queen and my target shooter. It's my fun gun. You guys know I have a Glock 17 and I have a Glock 23 on the way. Those are going to be like my my battle pistols, I guess. This is just because everybody has to have a 1911. It's just a beautiful piece of art, and to me, I just got it to enjoy the craftsmanship and a well-made 1911, because they are great guns. It does have a really good fit, just like it's pretty much just like any other 1911. It has a pretty slim grip, shoots the 45 ACP round, and it's just a really comfortable, nice, solid gun. It does have some heft to it. It's not too bad, not unmanageable, but yeah, it's just a solid gun. And as of right now, I'm happy. I haven't shot it yet. I'm gonna head to the range in probably about an hour, but yeah, that's pretty much just about it. So I'm going to go ahead and head off to the range, and hopefully I'll have a little bit more to say about it. The other thing too is I noticed a lot of guys say that they hate front serrations, but I just wanted to add in because nobody really says why they're there. The main reason for the front combat serrations is to be able to press check. It gives you more grip on the front. If you have a, see, you can't really get a good purchase on it, but once you're up front, I don't press check that often, as you can tell, because my thumb's all over the barrel. I'm not really a fan of it. I understand it, but again, it's just not something I do. I don't see it necessary. And another thing too, the loaded does come with a full-length 2-piece guide rod. I think that's going to be the only thing I change out on this gun. I'm going to go to the GI style, only because it's not a bad thing. It's just one extra thing you got to do when you take it down. But other than that, it's actually not that bad. But yeah, so that's going to be pretty much it. Go ahead and show you guys close up again. So that's the Coca-Cola wood. Again, I'm not a wood guy, so I don't know if that's good wood, but I know it's Coca-Cola. And that's going to be, sorry for the fingerprints and stuff. But there's the Springfield loaded 1911. Again, this is the NM serial number, which means that it was made and at least 50% assembled in America. I'm pretty sure all frames and slides are machined in Brazil and then shipped back here. You will see the Brazil stamped if most of it was assembled and put together and fitted in Brazil. But if it's just machined down there and then hand fitted and all that stuff up here in the United States, then it will get the NM serial number like you see there, which is kind of a big thing for some people. I just got it just because it was there, and why not. Oh yeah, also another thing too is, I don't know if you guys can see that little hole there on the top of the barrel. That is supposed to be a loaded chamber indicator. You're supposed to be able to see the brass through there. I don't know if that's going to be a good thing to rely on, but it's there if you guys didn't know that. Again, very clean looking pistol. As of right now, I'm pretty happy with it. So I'm going to go ahead and take it to the range, and then I'll give you guys a range report once I get back. So.
You're going to take Curtis over, right?
Yeah.
I'll see you next time.
Here.
All right, Tim Dog. See you, man. You can use some money for that, dude.
You got that paper, so alright guys, what's going on? I just got done with the range. I just got home about 10 minutes ago. Actually, I had a good trip. I didn't shoot as up to my standards as I usually do. I haven't been shooting as often as I usually do, and I actually haven't shot handguns in probably about 2-3 months. So that's pretty much my part. The gun's actually really clean. I had no issues with it. I did have the slide not lock up on the last round like 2 or 3 times. I'm not exactly sure if that's the magazine issue or if I was riding the slide release. But pretty much it was a great gun. It's already been safety checked. I'm not going to go through it because I know it's safety check. If you guys want to throw a fit about it, go for it. But I did notice with the trigger, because of their safety system, like a lot of people do complain about, you can feel a little bump in the trigger pull, which is why a lot of guys actually replace the back strap and get rid of the safety system. I don't really mind it too much. I don't think I'm going to get rid of it. But you do notice a little bit of a of a little bit of friction going on. But again, it's nothing too bad. It's just, it's there. Trigger's really smooth. I believe it comes from the factory. They listed it at like 4.5, 5 pounds. It's actually not that bad. It's not unmanageable. My Glock, if that was at 5 pounds, I remember that wasn't too great to shoot. This, I can live with it. I was going to get a trigger job, but actually, after shooting it, I'm actually pretty happy with it. I don't think it needs to be much lighter. What else? Yeah, pretty much it functioned just fine. It shoots good. Probably shoots better than I can. Again, the groups today weren't that great. A lot of that was me. I was shooting all my guns low left. But again, I haven't been going out as much. Again, it's a perishable skill, so that's pretty much on my part. But yeah, it's a good gun. It's kind of gonna give you guys a little look over. It's a little bit dirty. Again, I just got done with the range, but I'm super stoked on this. I'm happy with the purchase. Well worth it. Everything went good. Again, 250 rounds. I didn't get through all 400 like I planned, but 250 rounds, not a single issue. 3 different shooters, and everybody liked it. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. I'm not really too big of a 1911 guy, but I can appreciate a nice gun, and these are definitely nice guns, and I'm happy with my loaded. So yeah, it's pretty much going to be about it. Thanks for watching, guys. Go and leave comments, subscribe, do whatever you got to do. Have a good night.